Are you a leader who struggled with this reality? It's lonely at the top. I'm lonely at the top. And I really don't have a safe space to stop and think and share with others and grow new skills. Well, if that's you, I'd like you to consider some other challenges that leaders just like you face every single day. Here they are. You experience executive isolation without honest feedback. Many leaders today struggle with simply instructing others to do certain things, take certain initiatives, but they don't have honest feedback. Honest feedback in their conversations, honest feedback with their new ideas, and they need a place, a safe space to share these ideas and grow as a leader. Other leaders find there's pressure to appear confident. I mean, you're supposed to be confident 100% of the times as a leader, right? Well, that's not necessarily the reality. Even though we're supposed to appear confident, we're not always confident in our decisions, in the things that we delegate to others and we implement in our organizations. So there's pressure to appear confident at all times, or here it is, lose respect. Many leaders fear losing respect because they don't have 100% clarity on what to do next, but they want to appear confident. They want to display that level of confidence that people expect, but it's really not reality. It's not the reality of their soul. Next, leaders often lack trusted spaces. How many times have I spoken with a leader and they said, you know, Marcel, this is a trusted space. I really appreciate this space that you've given me. It gives me an opportunity to share things that, quite honestly, I can't share in my organization. And that leads us to the next one. I can't say this to anyone in my organization. So what happens if you as a leader, you're struggling in a decision or you're struggling in your health and you really can't talk to anyone about it? And all of a sudden, this safe space is simply non-existent. And you have to work through these things by yourself. Well, here's the good news. The good news is every great leader needs a space where they don't have to perform. You and I as leaders, we need a space where we can be our authentic selves. We don't need to perform. We don't need to act like everything is crystal clear. We're confident in every single decision that we made today after leaving the office. We can be ourselves. We can grow in our authentic self. We can learn new skills, and we can make a difference in our organization and with our teams. It says every great leader needs a space. A space to do what? A space where they don't have to perform. ICF Coach Training, what does it do? It gives you that space. It really does. It gives you that space to perform at your best. What happens in a conference? What happens in a seminar? What typically happens in a class? You listen to an instructor, you take notes, you go home, you come back, you prepare a presentation, you take an exam, an online quiz, or something to that effect. What would happen if you as the leader, you were given space to develop yourself more, to grow in your leadership skills, to grow in your empathy, to grow in your active listening, to grow in the way that you empower other leaders? What I found over the years as an ICF accredited coach training provider is you need that space as a leader to be yourself, to learn from others, and to grow professionally. Because here's what I know. Where you are today is likely not where you will be 10 years from now, or even 5 years from now. The question is, how will you prepare yourself for what's next? How will you prepare yourself for the future role that God has planned for your life? Well, here's what I want to encourage you to do. I want you to text me ICF Coach, that phrase, ICF Coach, to 786-554-0312. And when you do that, I'm going to circle back with you. We're going to get on the phone or on a Zoom call, whatever is easier for you. and we're going to simply have a conversation. You're going to tell me a little bit about yourself, about your team, about some of the challenges, about the space that you're trying to create to think and grow as a leader. And then I'm going to tell you about the ICF coach training that I offer. And then we'll honestly look to see, is this the right fit for you right now in your leadership development? Is this the right fit for your team in their leadership development? And if I can serve you in any way, I would love to do that, and I would count it a high honor. Text the phrase ICF Coach to 786-554-0312. Let's get on the phone. Let's have the conversation to move you forward and give you the space that you need.